For some reason, everyone doesn't see Premier League as a farmers league. Every time you hear people say Ligue 1 is trash and the Dutch league or even the Bundesliga is rubbish. But I just realized that the EPL is also on the same level. First of all, what's the definition of a farmers league? A farmers league is a footballing term used by fans to describe a league they think is less competitive and contains lower quality players than the league they support. And in my opinion, the Prem falls in that category. Hey guys, before we jump into this video, please subscribe to my channel and hit the like button. The Premier League, a stage where the world's best players showcase their talent, passion and excitement. It's where magical moments happen every week, from breathtaking goals to unforgettable comebacks with millions of fans watching all around the world. It's truly football's biggest stage. But when the league has its shining moments, it's not without its flaws. Rising tickets, controversial decisions, especially the growing gap between clubs. Is the Premier League all it's hyped up to be? Let's dive in. Now let's go back in time when the Premier League was still worth it. The Premier League in the 2000s was an era defined by fierce competition and unpredictable moments. Between 2000 and 2011, we saw multiple teams lift the trophy, making it one of the most exciting periods in the league history. Manchester United reigned supreme with 6 titles during this time under the legendary Sir Alex Ferguson. But it was not just about the Red Devils. Arsenal, they're crazy. They had an unbeaten run in 2003/2004 season. Chelsea also emerged as a dominant force, claiming back-to-back titles in 2005 and 2006 and again in 2010 under the leadership of Jose Mourinho and Carlo Ancelotti. The rivalry between these powerhouses made every season a spectacle. Unlike today, when Manchester City often steals the spotlight, this was an era where the league title could truly go anywhere, creating unforgettable moments in football. Then things started to change. 2011/2012 Premier League season will forever be remembered for one of the most dramatic finishes in football history. Manchester City under Roberto Mancini lifted their first ever Premier League trophy, but it was far from straightforward. Tied on points with Manchester United on final day, City needed to win against Queen Park Rangers to secure the title. As the clock ticked past 90 minutes, City were 2-1 down, but in a matter of minutes, Edin Dzeko's header in the 92nd minute gave them hope. Then in the 9 seconds, Sergio Aguero scored the iconic goal, stealing a 3-2 victory and crowning Manchester City champions on goal difference. It was their top flight title in 44 years, finishing the season with 89 points, the same as Manchester United, but with a superior goal difference of 64. These unforgettable moments marked the beginning of a new era for Manchester City and changed the landscape of English football forever. But the next season, the Red Devils won it as usual. 2013/2014 season, Manchester City were victorious once again, later losing the Premier League to Chelsea in the 2014/2015 season. Then, one of the best times in football, Leicester City won the Premier League, which nobody could understand. And Premier League was actually fun then, with the likes of Vardy, Kante and Mahrez securing the title for Leicester. 2016/2017, you go back to Chelsea, they won the league, finishing with 93 points over Tottenham. Tottenham was actually close to winning the Premier League. Since the 2017/2018 season, Manchester City has transformed the Premier League, but Liverpool went after them. But they still dominated. They turned it into their personal playground, farming titles years after years. Pep Guardiola's tactical genius was incredible. They've claimed 5 league titles in 6 seasons, setting new records and raising the bar higher than ever before. But while City's brilliance on the pitch is undeniable, they built a dominant force through a financial backing of Abu Dhabi United Group. The takeover in 2008, powered by oil money, completely reshaped the club. From the state-of-art City Football Club to the Etihad Stadium expansion, but more importantly, their transfer strategy has been unmatched. They don't just buy stars, they plan years in advance, identifying key areas to strengthen, often leaving their rivals playing catch-up. Take the 2017/2018 season as a prime example, when Pep Guardiola's side won the league with 100 points. Like 100 points, the first team in the Premier League to reach that milestone. Meanwhile, traditional powerhouses like Manchester United, Chelsea and Arsenal struggled. United, despite spending heavily, couldn't maintain a title challenge, finishing a distant second. Arsenal, once title contenders, were in transition and could barely break into top 4. Even Chelsea, who had won the title in 2017, saw their momentum crumble. But it wasn't just City's dominance, it was also the failure of others to keep up. Liverpool came the closest, especially in 2018-2019 season, pushing City into the brink with an astonishing 97-point finish. Yet even they fell short as City clinched the title on the final day. The season revealed how relentless Pep Guardiola's team had become. They have really become unbreakable, even under immense pressure. Other clubs like Tottenham, Manchester United simply couldn't sustain a little title challenge, like a consistent title challenge. It wasn't possible. Tottenham's best chance was in 2017, but they fell away while United spent billions upon billions on signings without a clear direction. But then there was the impact of City's financial clout. The ability to sign players like De Bruyne, Haaland, Ruben Dias, Rodri. It's not just about talent, it's about the financial power. City have created a financial gap that is hard to bridge. Despite their spending, they often make profits in transfer markets, as seen they sold Raheem Sterling, Gabriel Jesus, Zinchenko, and still managed to balance their books. Their net spend that year was actually lower than clubs like Chelsea and Manchester United, proving how smart they have been with both buying and selling of players. Meanwhile, clubs like Chelsea have spent recklessly, and yet the results haven't followed. Man United have thrown away money at panic buys, but with no real structure or vision. In contrast, City's signings are strategic, calculated, and have always had a long-term view in mind. This is a club that doesn't just live in the present, they are always planning for the next move. The takeover by the Abu Dhabi United Group not only gave Manchester City the funds to compete, but also followed them to hire some of the best football minds in the world, Ferran Soriano and this name is actually very tough to pronounce, Bergistan. You see it on the screen, who built the foundations at Barcelona, were brought to replicate their success at City, and after waiting patiently for Guardiola, they've built a dynasty around him. Guardiola's influence cannot be understated. His tactical innovations, such as the use of inverted fullbacks, sweeper-keeper role with Ederson, has changed how City play and made them nearly impossible to stop. Clubs across Europe have tried to copy Guardiola's tactics, but few have succeeded. City's dominance, however, hasn't come without controversy. Their financial power has led to accusations of ruining the league. Many argue that their dominance has taken the competition out of the Premier League, turning into a one-team race. And that's actually how it is. Teams just keep on bottling it back to back to back. The Premier League, once known for the unpredictable game, now sees City as the inevitable champions most seasons. Their vast network of clubs under City Football Group umbrella has allowed them to scout and sign talent globally, further strengthening their position at the top. But even with all their success, the looming investigation into potential breaches of financial fair play rules cast a shadow over their achievements. The Premier League has charged City with over 100 alleged breaches of financial rules, and while the outcome is yet to be determined, there's no one denying that their success on the pitch has led questions of it. Despite the criticism, it's hard to argue against the fact that Manchester City have taken football to new heights. They've built a self-sustaining model with a world-class academy, producing talents like Phil Foden, Cole Palmer, while selling players like Jadon Sancho, Brahim Diaz for profit. Their influence stretches far beyond England, with City Football Group expanding globally from the US to Japan. But as City continue to dominate the Premier League, the question remains, has their success come at the cost of the league's competitive balance? With their wealth, vision, they've created a huge gap that many clubs can never close. Thanks for watching, and if you guys enjoyed the video, if you reached the end, please subscribe and hit the like button.